Hello everyone, we've got some news about the upcoming Battlefield 6 patch, and I want to give you a quick overview. EA shared a patch note for 1.1.3.5 version. It will be released on January 20th on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, and right at the very bottom of the notes, there's this disclaimer. This announcement may change as we listen to community feedback and continue developing and evolving our live service and content. We will always strive to keep our community as informed as possible. So, just to be clear, nothing in these patch notes is truly final. There are some solid fixes and useful quality of life improvements here, but there are also a few changes that honestly made me stop and think, why? Before we dive into the notes, here's my subscription animation. I even added a light effect to it. There are a few changes in this patch that could be considered major, but don't expect anything groundbreaking. Right at the top we have improved responsiveness, consistency and sprint behavior for melee attacks, including knives and the sledgehammer. Personally, I haven't had many issues with melee combat. I don't use it that often anyway, but hey, extra polish is always welcome. Right after that, we get to the jet nerf. Updated jet combat balance by reducing jet cannon effectiveness against other air vehicles. Further down we see the actual numbers. Jets now require approximately 40% more hits to destroy enemy air targets, and this is where I genuinely have to ask, why? I'm not trying to be that guy who cries every time something he likes gets nerfed, but realistically, jets currently have one real purpose in Battlefield 6. Air-to-air combat and clearing the skies. That's it. And now their cannons are getting hit. I do see the intention here though. Skilled jet players rely on cannons, while less experienced players tend to depend on lock-on missiles. As someone who actively flies jets, I know they already have a steep learning curve, and to me, this feels like EA nerfing cannons, but not air-to-air missiles, because experienced jet pilots are frustrating casual helicopter players. One last point on jets, because this has been obvious since launch. Right now, jets exist mostly for cinematic effect. They create incredible atmosphere for ground players, but in terms of actual gameplay impact, they're easily the least effective vehicle in the game, and on top of that, they have zero customization options. And honestly, that feels intentional. Jets have a high skill ceiling, and Battlefield 6 is clearly targeting a broader, more casual audience. EA doesn't want players rage quitting after getting farmed by jets, so I believe this current jet hate phase will last for a while, and then eventually they'll get buffed once the player base stabilizes. Noted for the future. Moving on. Updated and refined the UI and HUD across Multiplayer and REDSEC, improving armor bar visibility, reticle presentation and menu navigation. I'll happily celebrate any update to the menus and UI because, let's be honest, who designed that in the first place? There are also a few weapon-related changes. For example, shooting with a suppressor now emits a small muzzle flash when viewed from close range only. That's fine, but I'm curious what EA considers close range. We'll have to see how that plays out. There's also a fix where the TR7 light barrel was incorrectly improving muzzle velocity. I've heard that setup was becoming a bit of a meta, so good fix. We also have some gadget-related fixes. The grenade intercept system can now properly be destroyed by recon drones, defibrillators, and the repair tool, which honestly should have worked like that from the start. Sniper decoys also didn't properly hide scope glint from nearby snipers, and that's now fixed as well. Assault ladder issues appear to be addressed too, fingers crossed. On the UI side, there's another solid addition. Players can now customize reticle colors inside weapon and gadget scopes. As someone who's colorblind, I genuinely appreciate this, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get reticle size customization in the future as well. There are a few smaller tweaks to REDSEC mode, and that's pretty much it for this patch. I really hope this update is just a setup for Season 2, because Battlefield 6 still has some major issues, and none of them are addressed here. As you probably heard, Season 2 has been delayed for further refinement. While that's annoying in the short term, it could be a good thing for the long run. More time to cook, better gameplay. At least that's what I hope this delay is about. Anyway, here's my notorious animation one last time. See you in the next video, and see you on the battlefield.